of it, and I am very proud of him. But yes,
it was a smooth bait and switch. It was.
He does very well with that.
I respect it. I like that he steered them right into where they were supposed. He was like, hey, look over here. But actually, let's do something that means a lot.
Conservation. Thank you. Yes. I'll tell him. Thank you.
I have been on record before saying that my brother-in-law, Travis, is definitely king of the funcles. Fununcles.
We say the same.
What is Robert like as an uncle?
He is such a good uncle. We actually call him a funkle as well. He earned
the title.
It's true. And it's so cool too, because as Grace has grown up, like she just gets more and more excited to go on Uncle Robert adventures because, you know, he kind of like pushes the limits a little. He does fun things and exciting things. And so she loves it. And he is so present with her, which I love so much. You know, I think because we're a family business. So we run Australia Zoo together and we do everything as a family unit. So it's kind of unique in the fact that we are our life is our work, right? So we are so involved in everything. So it's really nice that Grace has such a close-knit family. And I watch her and she is just so happy when Robert comes and like picks her up and he takes her off for an adventure. She just lights up and it's just really lovely knowing that she's always going to have that. She'll always have our little family unit and that love surrounding her. And it's the same, like when we were growing up as kids, me and Robert, it's very similar with Dad. He would do the same thing where he would just pick us up and be like, okay, we're going to go hike up this mountain. Well, we're heading to the Simpson Desert to research fear snakes. And off we would go. And it was just normal to us. And I love that Dad was such an adventurer. And I see that in Robert. Like I see he is so similar to Dad. And I'm really glad that Grace is going to have that energy in her life like she would have had from Dad. You know, we call him Grandpa Crocodile. And it's fun because she gets to watch his documentaries and it's really special. But I think Robert kind of brings that fun and adventure to our lives. And especially for her, it's really wonderful. So I'm very grateful for him.
I think seeing the uncle relationship, especially like with our girls, even just the other day, my husband was on a call on the computer and they assumed that he was on the podcast with Travis. Yeah. And they were like, we go say, our youngest, our second youngest now said, I go say hi to Uncle Trav. And I was like, I don't think he's on the phone with Uncle Trav. And they were convinced that just because he was on the computer, they were like, we're going to go say hi to, and I'm like, girls, it's not Uncle, but like the enthusiasm, like they just know that when he comes, he's going to lock in, that he's going to give them his undivided attention. They're going to be like, can you get on the floor? And he's going to be like already down there. Yep. So it's like, it's, you know, they have a zest that has been worn down. It's been worn down.
I'm with you.
I'm like, you want me to?
I'm so tired.
Like, if I get down on the floor, I might fall asleep.
Yes. I'm the same way. My body is like, I can't do it. I'm too tired. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I always look at the floor and I'm like, will I be able to get up?
No.
Is this a good idea?
No, it's too much. So it is really nice to have someone who is fresh and fun.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? So you can just go, okay, you've
got him.
You got this. I'm going to have a warm cup of coffee for 5 minutes, and maybe have a shower because that would be nice.
Those are my two like self-care. If I can get a good shower and a cup of coffee and be able to drink it while it's still hot.
Yes.
It's a good day. Good day.
It's so funny. I was watching some video that popped up the other day about how this person was shocked that women, you know, didn't shower sometimes because they have their kids. And they're like, how is that possible that you don't shower? I'm like, you kidding me? I don't think I know a mother on earth that has gotten consistent showers in her life since becoming a mum. You just don't. It's survival.
No. That's it. We might not be thriving at the moment, but we're surviving and we're doing okay about it.
Totally. And that is our best.
We're fine.
Yes. So have the fun uncle come over and everything will be okay. Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Yes. I'd love to talk a little bit more about your foundation, Wildlife Warriors. I know that you also have a lot of events in support of it, including the Steve Irwin Gala that we talked about, which you shared you weren't able to attend this year because of an emergency surgery. First of all, how are you feeling?
Thank you. I am better every day. This is the first day I have worn pants since my surgery. So big moment. I've been in like those really flowy, dresses and things because but it's good. They removed my appendix and they stitched up a hernia, and I also had some more endometriosis which they removed, which I'm really grateful for. So endometriosis has been part of my life since I was 13. So it's been a long journey, but they removed more lesions, which is really exciting. And the disease itself goes undiagnosed for many years for most women who have it. So it's really tricky, and I'm very glad that they found more to take out. So it's up and up where every day is better. But I'm excited. Hopefully no more surgery for a little while because I've had a few now.
I really appreciate that you've been so open about your health, specifically about your endometriosis. I think that I know that people in my life who have been diagnosed with it, who may have had like severe periods or severe cramps and had a lot of pain or other symptoms, that they were then sort of brushed off as like, oh, this might just be your norm.
Yeah.
But you say that you've been on record saying that doctors initially told you your endometriosis pain might have just been part of being a woman. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I can't tell you how mad that makes me, because it's like the epitome of us falling short when it comes to women's health. But how long did it take you to find a doctor who actually took you seriously and diagnosed you correctly?
Yeah, it took me 10 years. So it was 10 years before I had my first surgery. And I cannot even remember how many doctors I went to. Doctor after doctor, specialists. I mean, I had every test you could imagine, blood tests and CT scans and MRIs and x-rays and just you name it, I was checked for it. And what's interesting is that nothing showed up on all of those tests. I mean, according to those tests, I was a healthy young woman. And I kept saying like, this can't be normal, because I was in agonizing pain. And it was around my period. I would have this horrible pain during my period, but then it started kind of echoing out into every day of my life. So I was in pain every day, and suddenly the nausea and the fatigue was catching up to me every single day. And it actually wasn't until I had our daughter that I just plummeted, like the snowball effect. It got so much worse, and my pain, I would just lay on the floor because I just couldn't move. So I finally found a doctor in New York. His name is Dr. Seshkin, and he was so kind. He said, I guarantee you have endometriosis, but nothing shows up on tests. So the only way to find it is to do that exploratory surgery. So he went in and looked for it and found 38 lesions and a chocolate cyst. And that validation, I woke up and he said, I don't know how you functioned being in this much pain every day. And that moment of just going, it wasn't in my head. One doctor said to me, you should try prioritizing meditation and have a cup of tea in the evenings to try to like clear your, mental state. And I was like, sure, this isn't a mental problem. Like, I can't function. This isn't in my mind. But you start to believe it. Like, if enough doctors tell you that you're crazy, basically, this is just being a woman, you're hormonal, you start to think, well, maybe I am just wildly anxious or depressed or something. But it's not. Like, it's not normal to be in pain. I think we need to turn the tide and believe girls and women. So if somebody comes in and says, I don't feel well, we need to believe them and then figure out what's going on and not just say, do you want an antidepressant or a...
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were all smiles as they attended an intimate backyard wedding together on Friday night. Social media footage surfaced on the evening of June 6 of the couple at the event, one video of the pair sitting together and swaying to the music as they took in the couple's first dance. Another photo circulating showed Swift and Kelce, both 35, conversing with other guests. Swift chose an outfit reminiscent of her early country days, opting for a strapless floral midi dress and loose curls. Fans quickly took to social media, speculating that the wedding was held in Nashville and that the groom might be Kelce's cousin, though neither Swift nor Kelce have confirmed these details. One user on X said, "Imagine going to a wedding for like a casual friend and you turn and Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are just at the table next to you." Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are apparently down the road here in West Knoxville at his cousin's wedding right now, another posted. Another asked a question that many are probably dying to know. "I just want to know what the Taylor Swift gives for a wedding gift," they stated. Earlier in the week, the couple was spotted enjoying a quiet date night at a restaurant, sitting close to one another as they enjoyed their romantic evening out. After a hectic few months, Swift wrapping up her record-breaking Eras tour in December 2024 and Kelce playing in the Super Bowl in February of this year, both stars have been intentionally keeping a lower profile as of late. Swift also made headlines earlier this week after she announced she regained control of all her masters by purchasing her entire music catalog. In fact, Kelce celebrated his girlfriend's huge win on his New Heights podcast with guest Shaquille O'Neal on June 4. In a TikTok clip from the episode, Shaq plays Swift's "I Knew You Were Trouble," prompting the Chiefs player to immediately start dancing. He also took the opportunity to note that the version Shaq played was from the original Red album, not Taylor's version. "Shout out to Tay Tay," Kelce said, adding, "Just bought all her music back. It's finally hers too, man." As for Kelce, the three-time Super Bowl champion towered over his 5'11" girlfriend in a black button-up shirt and a pair of flouncy, patterned trousers. The clip of the couple out in Florida quickly went viral, with Swifties flocking to the comments section to fawn over Kelce and how polite he is to Swift and her fans. However, many fans also took the opportunity to playfully roast Kelce's outfit, particularly his wild pants. Several joked that it looked like Kelce was wearing pajamas while others straight up gave the pants a thumbs down.